fantastic. Nicole Everett, she's been teaching mind-body medicine courses to students now for the last decade, and she's experiencing that a lot of the students are skeptical, but cynical about mindfulness. They have often been introduced to mindfulness via the app, in school, friends, online, heard about the hype, found it doesn't work for them and lost interest, but fortunately come back to try my topic at university. The amount of cynicism and negativity to the concept of mindfulness was quite startling this year and came independently from about 20 to 25% of the student cohort.
Wow.
On the one hand, it seems great that we have access to the free material, free online mindfulness courses, etc., but do we need experienced mentorship, scaffold programs, teachers that are experienced in the practice themselves? One of my friends has a great model for fads. He says that it
from what? I mean, a great model from
fads.
For fads.
Oh.
And he says that it goes from fizzle to flop, and she's concerned that is mindfulness in the fizzle stage. She would like to hope that the purity of the concept stays alive and well, but is wondering if this is possible.
Wow, what a phenomenal question, and how beautifully articulated.
She's very vocal on the Facebook.
Really?
Page. Yeah.
Well, hello to you. Tell me, what's her name again?
Nicole.
Nicole. Well, hello to you, Nicole, and thanks for being vocal, and thanks for being so articulate in expressing those kinds of concerns. I share them deeply, and I did not know, because I don't come in contact that much with people in that age group. So cynicism is already setting in about mindfulness. Been there, done that. It's so yesterday. It's so boring, maybe, or just not useful. And you're right. What you need are really authentic and embodied mindfulness teachers. I think if your first exposure to it is an app, that might have a shadow side or a downside to it, because no matter how good the voicing, no matter how present the person is in the voice, is still disembodied in an app. And mindfulness is all about relationality, how you are in relationship to your own inner and outer experience. And so there's no substitute for having sort of human contact. I know in many schools, I met with people at Stanford, they have a mindfulness club, and the students just support themselves by getting together, not online, but together in a room and practicing together and then talking about their practice. If you have one friend, one Dharma friend who practices and who understands what they're doing, or has a strong motivation to keep it up and to read good books on mindfulness and Dharma, that can be a huge bulwark against all of this cynicism and rejection of something that really is not a concept in the first place. You use the word concept, but mindfulness is not a concept. It's a way of being, and it's a way of being in relationship to yourself. So in a way, it's a love affair. It's a radical act of sanity and love to actually be fully present in the only moment any of us ever get. So it's very hard to be cynical about something like that, when what the real invitation is to be real. So, of course, a lot of people on the internet are not real, and don't even use their own names, or you can be a dog on the internet, as they say. So I think that these are kind of very real, but not fatal or lethal challenges to cultivating a mindfulness practice. And I would just wish you all the best in trying to, in some sense, counteract that, not by becoming argumentative or obstructive with people who don't see things the same way you do, but rather that you find your own way to be in wise relationship with the practice and live it, and your embodied presence is going to have effect on other people, because cynicism dissolves in the face of kindness and in the face of embodied wakefulness. It just kind of dissolves, because cynicism is its own form of suffering. It's a kind of thought pattern that denies a particular kind of potential value that can lead to greater well-being and satisfaction and profundity in the nature of your relationships with yourself and with other people. And if you care at all about being happy in your life, the cynical attitude, of course, that's very different from skepticism. Skepticism, I hope people are being skeptical about mindfulness. Excuse me. Open-minded skepticism is very, very powerful, but closed-minded skepticism, it's closed-minded, so it says it all, and closed-hearted as well.